What's up, guys? Cedo Card here for another video. Today's gonna be a bit of a mixture of things. Actually, there are a number of things I want to talk about. The main topic of today, of course, is just to go over the new set that is, or the next set planned for early next year. Of course, it will release in China first this year. So actually, I do plan to grab a few booster boxes like I did for Origins. Origins, I grabbed a few booster boxes for, just kind of scratch, just kind of get some booster boxes ripped before the English launch. Grabbed a bunch back in, I can't remember when, but as soon as it was available, August, it arrived. Great rip. I really enjoyed the jumbo booster box opening. I wasn't a big fan of the slim booster box opening. I think there were just too few packs per card, per box, and too few cards per pack with the slim. And for the jumbo was a great experience. And from my understanding, the pull rates from the jumbo are a lot higher. Great experience. Can't go wrong. Very happy. And so definitely for Spiritforged, I would definitely do the same. I'll grab a bunch of jumbo. Just before I continue, guys, if you are enjoying the channel, honestly, I'm surprised by how well we're doing so far. One of the more recent videos that I've started making again has almost hit 100 views. That's really great. If you're enjoying it, just throw a subscribe. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying my content. As I'm sure many of you are coming back for more, but of course I can't see that just yet in the numbers. It's not an issue if you don't, as long as you're enjoying it. I mean, honestly, I watch a lot of videos that I'm not subscribed to. I should, and I watch them repeatedly, those channels. So I should subscribe to more. I do subscribe once I'm enjoying it for the most part, but it's completely up to you. Thanks for being here. Happy that you're here. So yeah, before we dive into Spiritforged and kind of my interest and the champions confirmed and who we think the champions that they haven't shown are going to be. Like usual, let's just do a quick run through the market. We aren't seeing much movement in the Riftbound arcane sets, which is good. We are seeing price fluctuations, which I'm happy about. Again, I'm very happy. We do want things to chill down. Again, this is the period in the TCG world where things start to die down. October time, November, people are cashing out on their wins. They want to spend money on Christmas presents. This is a time where you do see a de-stress and a declogging of the market. So it's good that we are seeing, of course there is hype because this is a new TCG. So you are going to see prices rise because of that hype, but we should also see pullback at the same time. People cashing out, bringing the price lower because again, it is that time of the year that demands, a kind of reset and a pullback. So we are seeing differences in prices, which I'm very happy about. If I go ahead and just check the English, the UK version, I didn't actually do it before. Let me just prepared the UK. We should probably see similar prices for those recent. Again, we've not seen much movement in the UK, to be honest, since our last report. So again, prices are dropping down on the American side, and which is good. It's a good sign. It's a very good sign. Then again, we have the booster boxes. Similar scenario, we are seeing a de-stressing, a drop down in the prices, which is great. We don't always want price appreciation. We do, again, we can't even say price appreciation. It's been, the game isn't even out yet. We shouldn't be seeing prices like we are right now. However, we are seeing again $170. We are seeing a pullback, which is good to see. We do want this. So we are seeing around 200 marks, seeing below 200, 170. Which is good. And again, I wasn't prepped for this, but let's just go ahead and check as well in the UK. See where we are. Similar scenario. Yeah, again, a pullback, which is what we want. Very, very happy to be seeing this. So again, one thing, again, before we go into Spiritforged, just a few things to talk about on this video. It's a bit of a miscellaneous video as we get further and further, much closer to the release. Just to touch on the exclusive RE card, I find it quite interesting, the PSA 10s, the prices. I get that it's an exclusive, but it's not a great card. It's just It's just Ari with a stamp. And I get it, it's launch exclusive, but $800 is excessive. PSA 10 sure, it's just excessive. So I don't really get what's going on there. And if I look at so here I'm sorting it by the highest price first. So, you know, at some point we saw over $1,000. It's excessive. It's just a basic Ari card, just a champion unit. It's not an old art. I don't see it. Of course, I get it. There's limited numbers, but it's not a special card. So this is where I'm not that worried, but I think we will see a different purchase pattern in League of Legends. You have Pokemon, you have One Piece, you have maybe Magic the Gathering, but let's say Pokemon, One Piece, and Riftbound. Let's focus on those three. Pokemon, of course, we have extreme price appreciation in cards, but the audience is different. It is slightly different. Pokemon has ranges from very young to old. There's different demands and requirements for these cards. Maybe your dad is buying this card for a child. Maybe maybe a young teenager is with their parents' money. It could be a whole bunch of things. But what I am saying is that the character that comes to the Riftbound scene is going to mostly be in the early 20s, going into the 30s, could be even the 40s. We're not going to see the young, 13, 14-year-olds. If you watch a vendor POV on Riftbound, you're not going to see, 7 and 8-year-olds come with their dad to the stand. So what we are seeing instantly is that the floor in terms of purchasing power is going to be high, because it will just be young adults and more savvy people, more tech savvy people in the market from the beginning. So this is why we are seeing a bit ridiculous floors, price floors in terms of what we're seeing PSA 10s. I still think 800 is a lot. Of course, this is best ever accepted. I don't know if we even showed it here, but we are seeing 1,700. I've seen 810 here, 600 there, 600 there, but we are seeing an escalation again of prices, climbing up again from this initial. Obviously, when it comes out initially and the population is very low, we are going to see extremely high prices, but we are seeing a climb back to that, and I just think it's excessive, and I think people should relax a bit. If we're talking about the signature cards, then yes, it makes sense that we're seeing those prices. But for a just a promo card, I'm not seeing it. I don't understand. Then I want to just discuss something quickly as well. I'm trying to Discord server. This is the Pokemon Discord server. We are seeing obviously more and more vendors hosting purchasing Riftbound, but we are seeing concerns from vendors that bots are trying to target them. Now, of course, I expected bots to come eventually, but the fact that bots are here so soon is really a worry. Here is one vendor called Collective. They posted it over the box. That's myself, PO box. Another person as well just listed that they've got 4 boxes left and they don't want to put it up on the website right now because it seems that the bots are out in full force targeting Riftbound. Again, that's a worry. So he said, anyone interested in 119? I said, you know what? I'll check it out. I'll take a cheeky one. Why not? I'll just grab it. That adds to my loose boxes. I have 2 cases and I have roughly, I'd say 3 loose booster boxes at this point, and I'll most likely give one away as a giveaway in the server. If you guys don't know, I have created a TCG server for Riftbound, for the UK specifically, just because again we are already seeing that people are trying to scalp with Pokemon, with Riftbound, with bots, and what we want is a safe space where we can share stock listings. People can go and purchase easily. We have a section with vendors that we have verified. They post, and of course these are all sold out now. Safari Zone again, they've made sales or sells out, but at the very least you get from first hand the vendors who have access to distribution and wholesale that are letting you know that they will have stock. In some scenarios they won't even put it on the website. They will simply let people know within the servers that there is stock, because bots are out in full force. So again, that's just something I wanted to mention, to highlight. And yeah, so going on to to more League of Legends Riftbound talk again, and more the main topic. We are seeing, actually, interestingly enough, Walmart in the UK, in the US, sorry, has seemed to have stocked or put stock on the shelves a lot sooner. We have about 8 days left until launch. They've decided to throw it up on the website, on their shelves already. And someone has actually managed to pull a signature card. And that is crazy. This is probably the first signature card out there in the market right now. Could be wrong. I'm sure there's many more. Obviously, Walmart nationwide in America. I'm sure there's a bunch of people putting cards. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting. This signature card. I do like the actual card. To be honest, I've not actually pulled one in Chinese, so I don't know how the foiling looks. Leona looks absolutely gorgeous. This card will obviously do fine, and it is Yasuo. This card will do fine. It looks good. Yeah, it looks great. I'm happy for him as well. Very happy for him. But yeah, that's all the card talk out. What I wanted to discuss was Spiritbound. Where are we already? We're about 11 minutes. That's great. Perfect. More than enough time. I don't want to make this a 30-minute video, of course. I've got a few things I want to talk about. But yeah. Spiritforged. I'm excited for Spiritforged. I'm very excited for Origins. But I think the future sets, they have really good potential for future sets. Now, we have confirmed so far irelia, Fiora, Rumble, Ezreal, Lucian, Ornn, Draven, Azir, Yone. It's not the most exciting set of characters. Well, it depends on who League of Legends is definitely a game where if you main, one trick pony, if you main a character, you are very excited. For example, if I were to learn that a Morgana champion would be a legend, I'd be very happy. I joined in 2014. I played mid lane. She was one of the first mid laners I played. There was an Echo, there was a Swain, people along like that. There's many other champions, but those, if I see those cards, I'd be excited. So I'm sure others are excited for this listing so far. So I just wanted to discuss, the champions so far, how I think the set will set out to do. It has been stated that it will be a smaller set. Origins has over 300 cards. Spiritforged have only 200. That's good. It's good because it means pull rates. It should be easier to pull the card you want with less unique cards. We say that, but of course, if the set of if the set of legends is the same, which I believe it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, it's very similar. So probably pull rates are going to be the same actually. But let's go into each card. So we have Irelia so far. Irelia. We all know and love Irelia. She has been reworked. Old Irelia was crazy. New Irelia is crazy. She is going to be an absolute hit. I can't wait to see her overnumbered card. I mean, just look at the skins she has. We have Nightblade. Oh my goodness. I remember when this came out. Not when this came out. I remember seeing the skin page for the first time. And I'm pretty sure this has been updated because it wasn't like this initially, but Aviator, Infiltrator, Frostblade. I mean, these are just gorgeous, and I love seeing the old skin artwork because you can see how dated they are, and I love seeing the datedness. Order of the Lotus was a hit when it came out. Crazy. Divine Sword was fantastic. IG, and I'm gonna make a separate video about what ifs. It'll be. I think I'll create a series called What Ifs, and my what if will be a special set of cards that, sorry for that, making noise, cards that come out, a special set for world skins in particular. It's just a what if. It's crazy. One Piece has its special sets, Pokemon has its special sets. League of Legends could do it if they wanted to. Anyway, I digress. We've got the IG skin. We've got Project. Project Z would be absolutely sick. Prestige. High Noon. Probably. I may spend too much time if we go through each and every single one. Already 15 minutes. But you can. This is a home run. Absolute home run. I can't wait. Mythmake. I can't wait to see what they do with the the legend card and the overnumbered card. Even the old arts, they have such good potential for all their cards. Moving to Fiora, you know, Fiora's what's the word? The word leaves my head, but you know, she's loved, she's hated. You know, old Fiora. If you guys remember old Fiora, the point and click ult where she's invulnerable, absolutely crazy. If Fiora's, you know, she's probably hated more than she is loved, but she's respected, which is good. She's a great card, great champion. Again, just go through the line of skins, you know, and again, I love these outdated, you know, old skin artworks. You can see the datedness. Project was absolutely sick again. Pool Party was great. I remember Graves. It was Graves. There's Darius, Katarina. I think it's Set in the background. You know, we're looking at Sword and Sword. You know, it's, again, IG as well. It's gonna be a home run. I believe she has a TPA skin as well. I can't remember. She'll be great. I think for Fiora to be in the set, she'll definitely be one that, you know, Fiora players will love. You know, it's not a broad sweep. You know, we see Ezreal, everyone loves Ezreal. For example, we see Rumble, people love Rumble, but Fiora, she's definitely you know, a nuanced, or there'll be a nuanced appreciation for Fiora, but it's still great to include her. Rumble, again, you know, just Rumble probably isn't as much hype, in my opinion, for a Rumble card, but I like Rumble. You know, I tried to play him a few times. His ult was always a bit of a headache for me to maneuver. My highest rank I got to was Diamond 4, but this was before they changed the tiers to only 4 tiers, so this is when there used to be 5 tiers. Got to Diamond 4, that was the highest, and then life just got busy, I never got higher. I tried Rumble a few times, and I always messed up with him, but Rumble in the jungle, it's just great going for these old skins. You can just tell my enthusiasm for this. Again, he has Super Galaxy, you know, a homage to Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, the anime. You know, Badlands Baron, great. Rumble's great. Very happy that we'll see Rumble in the artwork. Ezreal, as I mentioned, look, Ezreal is just that guy. You know, as much as he can be annoying, he can either be super strong sometimes. Generally, he's quite not balanced, but his power is quite tuned. You know, he's hardly ever broken. There were a few. I'm sure you remember the time where Ezreal was going mid with the jungle item and it was going AP. There were times where he was broken, but for the most part, Ezreal's been pretty balanced. You won't see him too much. You'll see him in pro play, but it's always a bit what's the word? It's always a bit his power has always been restrained. But again, you know, he's had great skin lines. This is going to be a great introduction for Ezreal. Again, Pulse Fire, absolutely fantastic. I'm pretty sure it says 2012, and I'm sure you guys are going to think the same. I'm pretty sure these came out later than 2012. Like some of the irelia skins definitely didn't arrive. Like Nightblade did not arrive 2010. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I remember the promo for this, and I joined in 2013. You know, again, TPA, another what if in terms of the special box sets. Debonair, again, Ace of Spades. I remember this from Mordekaiser, Shaco. Look, you can't do wrong with this. Arcade, Star Guardian, you know, you can't go wrong. So I very much look forward. Pajama Guardian, that was great as well. Battle Academia. Again, you can't go wrong with this. He will be a hit. He will be loved and cherished. We have Lucian. Obviously, Lucian was absolutely cold. I can't believe he joined. He was released back in 2013. To be honest, it makes sense. I do remember him being released just shortly after I started playing. Maybe, I don't know, like March 2013. Again, Lucian's going to be an absolute hit. He will most likely be one of the chase cards, I can imagine. Again, Lucian. It's funny. I don't know why they give Lucian like an underbite here. But anyway, High Noon Lucian, Project Lucian we went through earlier. Pulse Fire. Again, you can't go wrong with Lucian. He'll definitely be one of the chase cards in the set. Ornn, good old Ornn. I'm glad that he's here. Ornn's a fan favorite. You know, he's very much loved. He's super strong. He gives everyone stronger items. You can't hate Ornn. He's going to be a great addition. Now, Draven, definitely a chase card. Draven. Double Axe. Cash in all your stacks. Draven. He will absolutely be great. I would love to get a card like that from Draven. I remember the Draven skin line with the giant bobblehead. Santa Draven, Mecha Draven. This I don't recall. This one I don't recall. Debonair Draven, Fright Knight, and then like Lucian, and then Grand Reckoning. It's a hit. It is a hit. And then we have Azir as well. Now Azir, again, definitely a chase card. I just can't wait to see what they do with Azir. And I'm a mid laner, so I love what they're doing. Bringing in mid laners. Again, Azir has usually had his own line on his own. He hardly shares skin lines with others, which is great. Of course, you have the SKT line. Warring Kingdoms, of course, he shared that with Zinchao and others. Elderwood, that was a great line as well. Worlds. And then I've not seen this. This was while I was away. This looks kind of stupid, to be honest, in my opinion. It's kind of random. At least they're giving him muscle, which is good. Considering he's like quite maybe he's got muscle in his legs are scrawny for sure. He's got quads. He's got quads. He's gonna be a hit, absolute hit. And then of course we have Yone. I'm not here for Yone. I like obviously Yone's gonna be a hit similar to Yasuo. He's just a bit too overpowered for me. Him and Yasuo, Bill. You know, he reminds me. It's him, Yone, Yasuo, Camille with her, half your health, true damage. Who else? Just characters like that. They're a bit annoying. But obviously he's gonna be a hit. You've got Yone, and this reminds me of Ichigo from Bleach. Love this artwork, gorgeous. Battle Academia, again, they have so much potential, and of course you will constantly reuse legends. Pokemon, for example, how many Charizard sets are there? How many sets with Pikachu as a chase card? They will reuse over and over again and just and replay them in a different fashion. But you can't go wrong. I mean, gorgeous cards. Ocean Song is great. I think this is after I left. Maybe not. I just stopped playing. Ninja looks gorgeous here. I believe that's Seraphine. Nico. Not sure what's in the background. Mundo. Maybe that's Soraka. I'm not too sure. Or Kiano. Again, just looking gorgeous in shadow. Yone will be absolutely a hit. So I'm fascinated in who they, and again, worlds. I'm fascinated in what comes next. I mean, it's hard to speculate. Others in the comments were suggesting, Jax, for example, Sona, Gangplank. Jax would be great. But I think at this point, there's no need to pull Jax out so fast. We've already got a number of good cards in this set. We've got irelia, we've got Lucian, Draven, Ezreal, Azir is pretty dope. Yone's great. We've already got a lot of hitters, so I think it's safe to just probably bring in a few more women characters. So maybe a Sona, maybe Morgana, maybe LeBlanc, but probably. Since Spiritforged, I think they're trying to find more. It's hard. You've got Yone. Irelia. Yone is a swordsman. Irelia is kind of a swordsman. Fiora is kind of a swordswoman. Fiora is obviously a swords lady. It's hard to tell. It is hard to tell what they will release in terms of the remaining cards. But I am excited regardless. As you saw earlier in the Discord chat, I literally just picked up an extra 2. Booster boxes from the Pokemon Discord. They said that it's live, as all of the cheeky boxes. I support where I can. So I'm excited. We've just seen the signature card in English. There are some complaints about the quality of the cards. We are seeing a number of cards being shown in the main Riftbound server. You can see the edges, they're not looking good. They aren't looking good, and that's a concern. This is looking really bad. Obviously not all cards will be like that, but to see, imagine you get the chase card you want, the one you wanted, and then this happens. It's just stress. You know what, I think I'll probably try to master this set. I'll try to get one of every card, now that I think about it. This card is good, look at this. It's a gorgeous card, and I'll master it, and I will just keep it in a binder and just throw it away in the closet. I'll master it, throw it away in the closet, and just try to get a bunch of loose cards here and there of all of themselves. But definitely the print quality is not looking good. Here it looks pretty good, to be honest. I'd rotate it if I could, but the edges seem fine here, which is good. Of course, I would like to grade some. I'd like to know that I'd like to grade good quality ones, get in the slab, protect them. Quality is not looking too good. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. I wanted to discuss a few more things, but I don't think I will have too much time. I think I wanted to discuss the state of the market. Not so much that it's October time and that prices should be de-stressing, but more so the TCG market as a whole, and why we are seeing so much money rush into TCGs. Pokemon's at all-time highs. Well, it's dipped a bit now, it's October, but it's all-time highs. One Piece is as well, skyrocketing in all-time highs. So I kind of want to discuss the more macroeconomics that are influencing the attraction into TCGs. And yeah, but that's probably for another video. It's a deeper video as well, so definitely one for another time. But again, if you've gotten this far, give us a like, give us a comment. Let me know what do you think is coming out in terms of the last remaining cards. I have no clue. I'm excited regardless. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Again, let me know what you want me to discuss. Are you going to buy Spiritforged? I haven't placed any pre-orders yet because I want to play with Riftbound Origins first. And plus, I bought quite a bit for this set. I don't plan to buy 2 cases again for the next one. It's a bit pricey. I'll try 1 case. But yeah, I've spent quite a lot of money on this. But it's the first set. To be honest, I'll probably keep 1 case sealed. And then I've got, eight booster boxes to play with. So, yeah, I'll figure it out. But are you going to buy Spiritforged? Let me know. And, yeah, subscribe as well. Join the crew. Cedo Crew, Cedo Gang. Join us. Have fun. And I'll keep posting. And again, thanks for almost hitting 100 views. And also, I'm at 7 subscribers. That's awesome. It's good progress. It's 7 subscribers. It's nice to know that you guys are willing to, you guys want to stick around and commit. So that's pretty dope. But I'm happy so far with the views as well. That's good enough. The subscribers, I'm sure, will come over time. I mean, this is the first 5 videos I've made. I plan to make hundreds of videos on this. Every other day or so. I plan to be here for the long haul for years, to be honest. So, I'm in no rush for the subscribers. Just want to have a good time here and discuss all things Riftbound TCG. Yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys probably in 2 days' time. And yeah, thanks as always. Catch you soon.